intro that came with the soundboard, but I really kind of dig it. So I'm sure there are a lot of other people out there that have that intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ask Dad, a dad show not just for dads, but everyone that wants fatherly advice from a real dad. Whether you're here for the bad dad joke or to gain some insight, Will Snow is the man, the myth, and the legend in his own mind who knows all things. So please welcome to today's episode of Ask Dad.
I'm all jazzed up. I'm all fired up.
You're all fired up.
I am.
All right.
I'm all
Hello,
fired up.
Will Snow.
Well, I feel like I've been a little bit off my game here, and so I wanted to be sure to start this off with a dad joke.
Oh, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Go.
okay,
Let's
so
do it.
yes. So, what do mermaids use to wash their fins?
What do mermaids? I should know this.
You should know this.
Being a mermaid after all, but I'll give you the credit for the big salad. Go ahead, Will Snow. What do mermaids use?
The big salad. Tide.
No. Is this it? Yeah. Or
There you are.
that.
I think that was what you were looking for.
Will I ever learn the board, Will Snow? That's great. I actually have a bad dad joke as well.
Ah.
Yes, and this one came from one of my dear friends. You ready?
I am.
Where do bad rainbows go?
Where do bad rainbows go? I don't know.
They go to Prism.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's a light sentence, but it gives them time to reflect.
Uh.
I noticed you trying to get your paws on my board.
No, I've been schooled about the misuse of boards.
Yes, don't you touch my board. This board anyway. Anyway, all right. So what are we talking about today, Will Snow?
Well, today, what are we the subject of the day
Yeah.
is quieting outside noises.
The silencing those noises of the mind.
Yes, well, yeah, of your mind, possibly somebody else's mind. This is the subject of the day: is other people's opinions and why they don't really necessarily have as much power. Well, actually, they do have power. They have the power that we give them.
Right.
And the issue is one of not giving them power, right? I mean, this is our journey. We're here living this life on our terms and dealing with our consequences. So the opinions of others largely don't merit very much thought, but they seem to get in the way of people making really good decisions, or actually any decision, because people get paralyzed thinking about what other people are going to think about what they do, and it goes on and on. And so, what I'm going to suggest to everybody out there, all our wonderful listeners, I'm going to suggest to you, when you make a decision, don't worry about what other people are going to think about it. It's for you.
Right.
I don't care if it's what you're wearing. I don't care if it's what you're driving. I don't care if it's where you're living. This is your journey. Your journey. You are not enslaved to the opinions of others. So you do what you do to bring you joy, and you just don't worry about what other people are going to think. It's really the only thing that matters here in this journey is, what do you think of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really easy when, like, for example, something happens. I was so excited about it. And I would tell someone about it, and whatever their reasons, whether it was because of their personal experience with something similar or jealousy or just a not understanding, they would not be as excited. They would say some negative things. And then, like you said, the paralysis comes because you're starting to think about all of the what ifs.
Oh, what if? Yes, what if? What if I'm wrong? What if they say no?
Yeah.
Oh no, not that. But, that's part of the game, right? You got to be able to hear the word no, and you got to be able to deal with the consequences of one's choices. Take accountability. I think we've talked about this before. Take accountability for your actions.
We have.
Deal with the consequences. And that's really it. But honestly, the worrying about what other people think, is less relevant to you on your journey here. You're here to experience something. Experience it.
Yeah. And if somebody comes up with that and you start getting into that paralysis, maybe it isn't the right choice, not sure what I should do. Other than, obviously reaching out to Will Snow, who's, the man who knows all things.
And I do.
And he does, so he thinks. But it's also to go back to why you made the decision in the first place, that classical pro-con list.
Right, exactly. You thought it through to whatever extent you thought it through or didn't, and you're making a decision. And as long as you take the as long as you take accountability for it and are willing to deal with the consequences of whatever that decision is, then so be it. Who cares what other people think?
Exactly.
But, this is unfortunately, we live in a society where we have a lot of, oh my God, this social media trolling. Oh my God.
It is
It's
horrendous.
unreal.
It's
Yeah, anybody could sit behind. Listen, to all the trolls out there, anybody can sit behind a keyboard and tap away and take issue with whatever anybody else is saying. Get out there and do it yourself for a little while, and then maybe you have something to say. But realistically, it's just insane.
It really is.
And to act, but the other thing is to actually give that any merit is another thing entirely, because we're all just trying to do the best we can.
I heard, I don't remember who said it. It wasn't an original thought, which I do tend to have one or two of those every now and then. But I heard a quote where someone said, "The one thing to stop wearing after the age of 40 is the weight of other people's opinions."
I like that.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's a good quote.
Yeah.
But I'm going to suggest that we can roll that back a little bit. Let's say 30. No, let's say 20.
Okay.
Let me build 10.
10?
Let's 10. Let's go to 10. The weight of other people's opinions. Just don't wear them. Yeah, actually, and it is a weighty thing.
It really is.
Well, we do seek approval, right? We seek approval from others. We seek approval from our parents. We seek approval from our friends, our family. We seek approval from our teachers and from our employers. And so we're always out there seeking approval, and that's fine. I guess there's really nothing wrong with that per se.
As long as you don't lose the fundamentals of who you are.
Right, exactly. As long as you're being true to yourself.
Did I take the words out of your mouth?
Oh, in the best way.
Oh.
You can. You're welcome to take the words out of my mouth
Anytime.
anytime.
And that is a whole different podcast.
It
but please,
is.
Will Snow,
That could be a
continue.
fun
I'm
podcast.
sure it could, like the Naked podcast.
Oh, the Naked podcast. Yeah, we're gonna talk
gonna
about
do
that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. The Naked podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, so getting back on track, the
Why?
weight of other people's
Oh,
opinions.
yeah. My mind was on the Naked
Quieting-
podcast.
Yes, I know it was quieting the noises of the mind and other people's opinions, because you were saying, I'm reciting your words back
Well-
to you, that your journey is your journey and no one else's.
That's right, and I love hearing my words recited back to me. It validates me so much. No, there's a thing here that we're trying to, honestly, trust your instincts, right?
Yeah.
Trust your instincts. So what are instincts? What are instincts actually? So this is, I think, a very interesting conversation, because your instincts are actually a mass of ancient memories that you have stored through countless iterations of your life's journey through time and space as an eternal being wrapped in flesh. We are doing endless journeys, endless iterations through life, through many lives.
Yeah.
And we take away from those endless iterations memories.
Yes.
And they form our instincts. So when your instincts are telling you that this is okay, your instincts are telling you to do, you're listening to your heart, to your gut, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
When you're hearing your instincts, you're attending and honoring those ancient memories. And that's probably a good thing to do.
Absolutely. And it also goes in the opposite direction. Listen to those instincts if your instincts are telling you very, very strongly of what not to do, to listen to that too. Or because remember there was a team I used to swim with, and there was one person on the team that just gave me the worst vibes. I couldn't explain it, nothing about it, but I also don't have to. I don't have to be polite to somebody that I had that violent of an emotional reaction about.
Absolutely. There actually was a study done, and I thought this was pretty interesting, that of survivors of serial killers, people who had survived an encounter with a serial killer, and what they found was that they were brought in close to the deadly encounter by the fact that they had a feeling about this individual, but they ignored it. They pushed it, and it's like, no, why would I be having this feeling? It doesn't make any sense at all. And wasn't there, they found that, people that have been, when they've been attacked or murdered, it's been from someone close to within their circle of friends or family. So now I've got everybody freaked out. No, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. No, no, don't trust anybody. No, I'm just kidding. Trust me, because you can trust me because I'm Will Snow.
He's Will Snow, and he knows all things.
But you really have to pay attention to that instinct. And yeah, I remember that individual as you're describing. And when you have that strong reaction, and you don't really have a necessarily logical explanation for it, those are your instincts talking to you, and listen to them. They're there to keep you safe through this iteration of your soul's journey.
Yeah. So then the question I have is, when we're talking about instincts, and then also at the same time talking, listen to these instincts, these inner voices, but then at the same time we're talking about erasing the noises of the mind. So what is the difference? How would you explain the difference between the two?
Well, I mean, erasing the noises of the mind. Those are noises that somebody else is putting in externally.
Okay.
Erase those noises, yes. and pay attention to the things that you're feeling internally.
Fundamentally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want there to be any confusion.
Well, it depends on, there's no confusion really. I mean, what you're hearing, what you're feeling is you. That's yours. And what you're hearing from others, maybe you're trying to assimilate that, and that is not yours. So erase that and erase that doubt and move forward.
Absolutely. What else? What else about instincts?
What else about instincts?
Yeah. And listening to the inner voice. Anything?
Nothing that
comes to mind?
Nothing that leaps to mind.
For a moment had a thought of a story, and then I lost it. So sorry for the awkward silence. I could edit it out, but I'm going to choose not to.
There you go. Go with your heart.
Go with my heart. I'm going to go with my gut on this one, with my instinct of those awkward 10 seconds. Okay. We have a question. Would you like me to get to a listener question?
Absolutely. A listener question would be wonderful.
All right. And listeners, again, thank you for writing in to Will at iwillaskdad.com to get his fatherly advice, because he is the man who knows all things. Will Snow. Anyway, here we go. All right. This question comes from Dana from Gatesville. I will just say for a moment, I went to UF for grad school, so I lived in Gainesville for a while. So hello, Dana from Gainesville, and to all those Gators fans out there.
That's kind of like the garden spot of Florida, isn't it?
I don't know what that means. Okay. Dana from Gainesville. I feel ridiculous asking this question, but I am torn between two job opportunities and I could use some advice. I already have a decent paying job at a large corporation that is not super interesting, but it is very stable. I recently received another job offer for higher pay, but it is in a less well-known company and a different industry. I want to make this change, but my friends say it's too risky and I may fail. Ugh. Okay, now I'm worried about whether or not I should take the offer, and I'm thinking that I shouldn't. What do you think? Okay. Go on, Will Snow. Lots of thoughts.
Oh, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yes, there is.
Well, first off, thank you very much, Dana, for your question. I appreciate it. It's always very interesting to hear that, people have some of the same situations that we've all encountered in life. My first thought is, what business is it of your friends? What you do? Are they the ones that are going to go to the job with you? Are they the ones that are going to work with you in your career? No, then please be quiet. Okay, so you might have asked their opinion, and they gave you an opinion. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that it wasn't an unsolicited opinion. So, because we all know what to do with unsolicited opinions. So the point of the matter is, you're at a situation where, you can play it safe and steady. And in a job market that's uncertain, that's always an interesting thing. I mean, you've got something in hand, that's safe, that's secure. You got bills to pay, you've got a life to live, and you don't want to jeopardize that income stream. And that's totally understandable. But now you have an opportunity that comes along, and it's going to potentially pay you more. Now, it might be a little bit more of a risk. You got to put yourself out there a little bit more. Maybe it's not as well known of a company. Maybe it doesn't appear to be as secure as this other company. But the issue is, you wouldn't be looking if you were happy entirely with where you're at right now. So now you found something that is interesting and will make you happy in this moment. And my recommendation is, obviously, make that bet on yourself. Yeah. Make that bet on yourself.
The one thing that pisses me off.
Oh, this is good.
My friends say it's too risky and I might fail. Well, screw you. You may be the one that would fail, not me. Don't put that doubt in my mind. That just it makes me so freaking mad.
Well, understandable too, because that is them projecting their fear, their fear, right? And so what have we said in the past
about fear?
Fear or love, right? You're going to make a decision. It's going to be based out of one of those two primary motivating forces. Decisions made out of fear generally do not work really well, unless, of course, there is a bear pursuing you or a wild animal pursuing you. Then it's okay. Or a serial killer. That too, yeah. I mean, if you got someone with a knife chasing you, fear is a good reaction, and run.
Speaking of serial killers, so anyway, this is what women do. We watch serial killer documentaries to relax, but
I've noticed that.
So I saw, this is also not an original thought, but it was so accurate about my personality, where I listen to these instincts and, I stay away from people that creep me out or whatever. And then I saw this meme about someone saying, I was petting a dog And the owner was like, "Do you want to see her puppy?" And I was like, "Bruh, F yeah, I want to." So I went to this person's car, and the puppy was so cute, and I just wanted to pet her. But really, what happened was I followed a stranger to her car because she said she had a puppy, and Ted Bundy would have loved my dumbass. And that I think
my
sums
God.
up my internal conflict about the whole, listening to my instinct. But it's a puppy, and look at its nose. You just want to boop its nose. I know I got way off topic.
That is off topic, but it's very interesting.
Yeah. We can unpack that a whole another time. But anyway, we were talking about Dana's problem. And
Dana.
and-
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. Dana,
from
take the
Days-
job.
Yes.
And tell your roommate thanks, but no thanks for her opinion or his opinion
Yeah,
or
their opinion.
their opinion.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely, that's them projecting their fear of failure onto you.
Yes.
And that's a gift that you can absolutely return to sender.
Absolutely.
Send that one back. Don't even open that package.
God.
And have yourself a great time.
Yeah.
Because you'll do fabulous.
And I can't wait for you to write us back after you start working the job and tell us how amazing it is and how amazing you are and all the wondrous things.
Yes. Well, you're already amazing for writing us such a brilliant question.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. And listeners, thank you for your continued support and your questions and your love. We
And
do
your bad
appreciate
dad
that.
jokes.
And your bad dad jokes. We do appreciate that as well. And as are we free to talk about the book?
Yes. Yes, listeners.
We have a present for you.
We do have a present for you. So on our website, iwillaskdad.com, if you go to the website, you will see a book called Rescue Cat, and the first several chapters have been released as a gift to you for listening. So we hope you enjoy that book. When I first read it, I was laughing my ass off. It was so funny, yet so real. So good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was written by the one and only Will Snow.
It was a labor of love.
It really was. One of the things that made me fall in love with him. Did you know, for our first date, right? I'm going to get into a story. We were supposed to meet, and we had already had to have pushed it off for about a month because he was traveling. And he called me and he said, "I'm really sorry to do this, but I have to meet with my editor. Can we postpone 1 week?" And I already knew that he was the man, the myth, and the legend for me. So I followed my instinct and I said, "Absolutely. You can absolutely. I am looking forward to meeting you next week." And then I went out with some girlfriends for dinner instead. However, I remember he was like, "Oh my God, this is the kiss of death. She's never going to talk to me again." But guess what? You made a decision based on what? Love or fear?
My decision was based off of love, out of love.
Yeah. So not only do you now have an amazing wife,
Oh, I do.
yeah, who loves you so,
Oh, yeah.
you now also have your book that we have released for free to our listeners for the first several chapters. So we hope you like it and write us, tell us everything that you loved. So,
Yes, unless you're an internet troll, in which case, keep your opinion to yourself.
yeah, if you're an internet troll, just, you can do your troll thing, but you can
Yeah.
suck it.
Well, do we have any final thoughts here? I mean, I have another joke if
Yeah,
one
go
is
right ahead.
interested.
Yes, please. I also have a joke.
Oh, well, why don't you go
No,
first?
no. You're
Okay,
the
so
guy.
how many stormtroopers?
Oh, this
Star
is
Wars
good. My
joke.
brother will love
I
this
know.
one.
How many stormtroopers does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know, Will Snow. How many stormtroopers does it take to change a light bulb?
None, because they are all went to the dark side. There you go.
Oh, okay. Wait, where's my board? I forgot about my soundboard. Okay. All right. Well, would you like to hear my dad joke?
I want to hear your dad joke. Make it better. Make it better.
I don't think that'll be difficult.
I like to set the bar high.
Yeah,
I do.
Exactly. So, did you know that Bigfoot is sometimes confused with Sasquatch?
No.
Yeti never complains. See, they loved it. They loved it.
I think there is something to be said about having some partial control over the board.
You don't get control over my board. All right, listeners. So once again, thank you so, so much for tuning in to Ask Dad, the show of fatherly advice for all with a smattering of bad dad jokes, some days more than others. The love is real and the man is real. So we will see you next time. And until then, continue to send us your dad jokes and questions to will@IWillAskDad so we can talk about it all. We can talk about the good, we can talk about the bad, I messed up, and we can talk about the dad. Anything else, Snow? I see you dancing there. Woo!